Hi guys, it's Belle here and it is Monday, which can only mean one thing here on Bellaboo Creations. It means it's time for the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. So I will leave the links down below to Margarete Miller's YouTube and her Etsy. And it is week 39, guys. Honestly, I mean this year, I think it's gone the fastest of any year ever. But I have some good news. Some of you watch every single one of these videos, so hello, thank you. And if you do, you will know that several weeks ago, week 30 actually, I did one of these and then by the next day it had gone missing, and I have been searching for it for this many weeks. So 8 weeks I've been searching for it. And ta-da! She's here. I tell you, the gremlins in my workplace, guys, in my craft room, honestly, she was in last year's December daily, and I just cleaned out that whole area, and then I was standing there looking at the December daily thinking, what's that pink thing sticking out? Because literally the journal was like this and this was sticking out the top. Now, I have no idea how it got there. I cleared out that area. Not when I lost the index card. I literally mean the day that I found this card. I mean that my December daily's been sitting beside me in my craft room in its little December box. It sits there constantly, and not at any time when I've gone in there to use other bits and pieces have I found this. But she arrived. So in case you don't know, I lost this. It went missing, as I said. She's now flown back. Maybe she had a nice trip in Paris. And I've also found my scissors and ruler. So the craft room gremlins are being kind to me. Let's get started. So I'm going to combine a few things, sort of. And I'm going to sort of push the prompts a little bit. But it's my art piece. So it's fine. Something noisy and something you're thankful for. So I'm going to kind of combine those two and yet not combine those two. You'll see what I mean when I show it. So something I'm thankful for and something noisy. These are two of my cats. These are the little girls that I got, well, 2 years ago now, almost. It's my little Binksy. You often hear her in the background. That's why I've picked something noisy, because she has this little pumpkin bell. And, yeah, you often hear that, or you'll hear her meowing. And sometimes you'll hear Toffee meowing too. So this is their sisters. These were too big, but the smaller ones, I didn't think you could see them properly. And let's be honest, they're cute. I want to share them. So they're my something to be thankful for and my something noisy. But I'm also thankful for family. So I've got a word that actually says family there. So, you know. A written personal goal or ambition. I haven't even thought about that yet, but there we go. A tree with leaves that are not green. So here we go. You can see all these beautiful. This is one of my own photographs from a couple of years ago, so I printed that out. Text in a foreign language. I have some, I believe it's French. I think it's French. Maybe it's not. 1937. Maybe it's Latin. 1928. Maybe it's Latin. Actually. Anyway, it's in a foreign language. Something you're thankful for. Like I said, family and my kiddies. And bonus, a colour you don't use too often. Now, here's the funny thing. I try and use colours on my index cards that I wouldn't normally use. So I picked pink, which, if you've seen a few of my index cards, I have used pink, including on the one that went missing. But this is a really, really pale pink, and I tend not to use this specific shade. I don't tend to work in pink at all, except on the index cards. And funny enough, yellow. Again, I tend to work a lot in art journals or index cards with yellow, but I don't tend to use it in my main crafting because I tend to work in darker colours, blacks, reds, purples, and then more kind of neutral grunges with greens and browns. So these are the colours I've chosen, and we're going to get started. So we're going to start with the picture of the tree. So yes, I found my ruler. little ruler and my little scissors. I am so happy. It's just so weird that it was in that box, the index card, because I have been through that box since this index card's gone missing, because obviously you will have seen I have worked on some Christmas journals. So I have been in that little Christmas box that sits beside me several times, and not once was that in there. And again, I would have noticed it because I literally looked at the journal and thought, why is that poking up? I don't understand. So yeah, I don't get what happened there, but we don't think too much about it. We just are grateful that the little crafty goblins gave me back my index card. It was driving me nutty, guys. And then with the scissors and rulers gone missing, they were in completely different places. They weren't even there. So yes, crafty goblins have been in a very playful mood the last couple of months, and we're just grateful that everything is now found for now and in its place, especially that index card, because it was driving me nuts. I knew that I could print out another one and like just do a photo of it and add it like that, but that would have, to be honest, whilst it would have completed and I would have needed it completed, I would have absolutely hated that. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I'm just going to go around the edge a little bit with some oh my gosh, look, fresh sponge and fresh new walnut stain, and just go around the corner a little bit. So yeah, I'm so grateful that I was able to find it. I have taken everything apart. So yeah, thinking of just putting that on the side. So we could just rip it a little bit. I do have more of it, but I don't know how much I realistically want. And it's on my table because I'm using it in a journal that I'm working on at the moment. But yeah, so how are all you guys? I hope you're all doing brilliantly as I am filming this. Literally the day before it's meant to go up. It is the autumn equinox here in, well, it's the autumn equinox. So I was going to say here in the UK, unless you're in a different time zone, it's the autumn equinox. So that's good, which is quite interesting because it says on this prompt something you're thankful for. Now, in more recent years, yeah, these are too big, as adorable as they would be on there. Although let's see, because if I can get more of my babies on here, I will. In more, I want to say recent. In sort of neo-pagan terms now, the autumn equinox is often referred to as like the witches' Thanksgiving, a time to be thankful for. Now it fits because it is the second of the 3 harvest festivals. So, you know, it fits with the theme of you're thankful for the harvest and all that kind of thingadibby-bob. Oh, so beautiful. I just feel like they might be too big. As much as I would love that, I mean, I could cut around my toffaloffle. Yeah, it's become known as that, but I wonder how much that has to do with a lot of new neo-paganism sort of being influenced a lot by a multitude of things, including kind of, oh, I would have to cut off her whiskers. Oh, well. Oh, I'm so sorry, Toffee. She does not have a bell. You will, I hope you can see, but her collar has actually got apples on it, and then I've put a little apple charm on it because she's my little toffee apple. So yeah, I don't know how much it's got to do with being influenced by American ideas, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, I don't know. So yeah, it is kind of a time to be thankful for. I really like the autumn equinox, actually. I think a lot of people overlook it because it's a much quieter kind of festival. But I think that's why I kind of like it. You've just come out of the sort of what was often the franticness of summer. You've often come out of that. Oh, my babies, mama love you. Yes, that's how I talk about my cats. No judgments here. This is a judgment-free zone. I'm wishing I put that paper on the other side, but you know what? It's on there. I'll do something with it. And I'm thinking of using them as, I want a kind of tuck spot so I can put my goal on there to be tucked in. And also, I mean, pink's weird, but it is what it is. And I'm thinking I would like, to be honest, to use one of the leaves as the tag, but it's going to have to be over this side because of where everything else is. So, and we could have like a little tuck spot in there. Do I want the yellow or the pink? Do you know what? I think I kind of want the pink. Right, we're going to stick them down. We're going to stick Binksy down first. Yes, Binks has a bell because Binks is a little bit of a mischievous little girl and is often found sort of where she shouldn't be, and because she is black, she can disappear, especially in a house with a lot of black. So we've just always found that her having a bell is, hold on, sorry, I dropped my glue and I was not going to, I've just opened that fresh bottle, so I didn't want it to be like, I didn't want the lid being off it. So yeah, Binksy can be a little bit, she needs a bell. Like, she likes to sneak up on the other two as well. And my elder cat does not like that. Anyway, so yes, so it's a time to be thankful for, apparently, which, where'd my pen go? I kind of get, and I like the idea of, but it's, where on earth? I literally had my pen. Are those goblins playing again? Okay, well, we'll just use a different pen. No, that's gold. I'm not using gold. Although gold would work, but I'm not doing that. Oh, dear me. Sorry, I'm looking for a pen, guys. Yeah. Oh, found it. So I like the idea of being grateful, or just taking time to really think about things in your life, you know. I like that idea. And as I said, Mabon, which some people call it, which is sort of Welsh and linked to that whole mythology, but it's the autumn equinox. It just seems to be a really quiet time of year, and I like that. We've had the busyness of summer. We're about to go into the busyness of spooky season and the festive season. And I think for me, the autumn equinox and Imbolc in February are two festivals I really like because it's more of a quiet, reflective time, which personally for me, I think is the time that you kind of get you think more about things, you know what I mean? And this festival has now become linked to apples, and I have an apple tree, so I tend to do that. So yeah, I like this one. As I said, it's a quieter one, and I often think it gets overlooked because people kind of like Lammas or Lunasa or whatever you want to call it, whatever it is to you. People like that one in August. It's fun. It's the summer. It's all that kind of stuff. And then, oh, my babies. And then, obviously, people love Halloween, Samhain, and people love Yule. And then you've got things like Beltane or May Day and the summer solstice and everything. And they're all just really fun and at good times of year. And I just think sometimes it gets overlooked. Or that's what I've found anyway. I feel like I want this one to go in. Maybe poke out this way. Like so. And I'm wondering if I want kind of another one just up there. Coming down onto that. I could have another one of these ones. No, we'll have this one. So yes, that's what it is today. I would love to know if you are celebrating the equinox, solstice. What did I just say? Oh my gosh, my head. The autumn equinox. It's the equinox, guys. It is the equinox. Oh, Binksy, Mum got glue on you. That's okay. She's such a messy little thing anyway, that one. She really is. I don't understand it at all. I've got my little glue thing anyway that I can use, so that's fine. Let's cut this bit of the leaf off. Yeah, honestly, you'll put her food down and she looks up at you 1 second later and she's absolutely covered in it. And then there's her sister and my older cat, and just eating really, really sort of gently, no mess at all. And there's Binks just covered in whatever she's doing. It's like, really, Binkses? Why? Why are you doing that? Okay, and I'm going to put family. I did have something that actually said thankful, but I think that was in a different one. And I feel like I just want to put family somewhere. So that might be quite nice. I like it there, I think. So I'm going to put family. And we could say, because it's about being thankful, so enjoy family, things that you want to be around. Blessed. I wanted cherish. I thought I'd seen cherish, to be honest, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, maybe I sort of assumed. Okay, I'm going to put enjoy family, because I am grateful for that. I'm always grateful for any time we get to enjoy our family, which, funny enough, we will this week, because we are going to go visit my daughter for to celebrate her birthday. Right. Where'd that pen go to again? There it is. And I need to write a goal or ambition. And I'm going to take a moment and think about that. Actually, do you know what I thought? Because we've got my girls on here, one of my goals is to own a Maine Coon cat. They are my favourite breed. I know this seems a bit silly, but, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I find certain goals or ambitions very personal. So there are some that I have, but I don't know how I feel about sharing them yet. Does that make sense? Like they might be in my head and I have to think them through. So this may seem a little thing to some of you, but I absolutely love Maine Coons. Like I said, they're my favourite breed of cat. I've had a couple of mixed Maine Coons, mixed breeds that we'd rescued, but they are quite expensive, Maine Coons. And also with my, with my elderly cat and things, I don't know. But that is one goal I really have in mind, to one day own a Maine Coon cat. I could have put that I want to go to Norway, because that is a goal I have. So I could put another one back there, actually. I could put a couple. I don't know if I want too many, because obviously I don't want it like being too... makes Binks look like she has a Mohican. Okay, we'll add another one, because I can add this other pink one that's exactly like that one, and they could go behind each other. I think I'm going to put that. I've got a goal to travel to Norway one day. Yeah, I obviously have other ones, but they're the two that right now are really in my head that, I'm okay sharing. So, oh my gosh, do you know what? This is going to end up being one of my favourite ones, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's got my babies on there. So, my other babies, my fur babies. Something Noisy, my little Binksels, and her pumpkin bell. And it really is, guys, a little pumpkin, because she has a pumpkin collar. Black and orange just go so well together, don't they? So Binks has a pumpkin collar, a written personal goal or ambition, and they're right here. And I like the fact they can kind of come out. I can move them around like that. We can do all that with them. A tree with leaves that are not green. So there is some green there, but we've got this photograph of mine of some autumnal leaves. Text in a foreign language. We've got it just here. Realistically, I could put another bit there, but I don't want to. Something that you are thankful for, family and my kitties. A colour you don't use that often, this pale pink and actually yellow. Oh guys, do you know what? I do think it's one of my favourite ones that I've ever made, and it's mainly because it's got my cats on. I love those girls. They came into my life at a very difficult time when a lot had happened and it had been a very difficult year, and also we'd had to have our other sweet cat put to sleep, and I'm used to having lots of cats in the house, and that left us with one, and it was very unexpected that the other cat had to unfortunately be put to sleep, and they weren't even meant to come into our life. I've done a whole video. Well, I've talked about them because I've made a journal about them. But they weren't even meant to come to us. We were actually looking at other kittens. And then these turned up with the perfect names. I didn't even name them. But when I was told their names and what they looked like, I was like, okay, that's meant to be. And it just was. So I am super grateful. They make me happy every day. These two, and I'm sorry if you're not a cat person, so you're like, I don't get it, but that's what it is. They make me happy every single day, even when a certain someone's been a little bit annoying. But then she just looks at me with those big eyes and rolls over and demands love, and I'm like, okay, I forgive you everything. So that's it. Found this one, brilliant. And this is this week's one. So week 39, guys. Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed this one and this strange little ramble. I think these all go really well together. All the different colours and that. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble about my fur babies. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.